Thanks heaps for joining me on Diva channel today, loves. As always, our programme's brought to you by the Royal Broadcasting Foundation. I've been your songstress. Cheers!
Growing up a SaGa fan wasn't easy. While Square gave all the love to Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy, SaGa was mainly left to budgeted releases from a team determined to deliver true non-linear JRPG adventures. However, I feel like its reputation precedes it, with most gamers simply echoing the statements of others who swear by the series, and others who don't understand it. Through the recent re-releases of the SaGa series, gamers have access to these timeless adventures, but a SaGa fan can never truly know if we'll be getting a new entry. Thankfully, SaGa Emerald Beyond is here, and with a free demo available slightly before the official release, we got a chance to understand the nuances of this game, along with a brief introduction to the characters and systems. Sadly, for the first time in I can't remember how long, I switched from the English audio to the Japanese audio.
Hey there, songstress! Fancy a dance battle, eh?
Oh, but that'd be magic! Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4! Love increased.
SaGa Emerald Beyond allows players to choose one of 6 protagonists to start their journey. In the demo, the player character is determined by which platform you play on. Given that this is the easiest to record footage of, I chose the Steam version and played through the opening of Diva number 5. After selecting the character, there was no preamble, no introduction to the world, and no context as to what I was doing or where I was. If that wasn't confusing enough, the opening scene showed 2 characters with unique accents for their English audio.
With you today. So, what's next, Off to the museum again?
Aye, but first I need to stop off at Cannett's.
Going shopping? Well, that's unlike you. Watch you don't get mobbed.
Aye, I'll be careful.
I'm not sure why the leads seem to all have exotic accents. At the same time, everyone else is just speaking in basic American. Still, I was also questioning just what the hell was going on with this finely dressed man named Constantine and Diva number 5 on their car ride to a radio station. This is when the story gets a little more confusing. The events go like this. Diva number 5 malfunctioned, had her memory wiped, and decided to transfer herself into a scrap bot. Then Constantine shows up again to take her and a group of randoms to some space containing doors to other worlds. I honestly wasn't prepared for this. I played every entry of the SaGa series multiple times, so I was confident that I could approach this adventure easily and not stumble on the systems that typically confuse new fans. However, I was quickly humbled by the lack of context provided to the actual story. If you want answers, you'll have to work for them, and the demo experience will likely not showcase all of the game's offerings. However, there was one other narrative element that didn't really sit right with me. The localization is just kind of cringy. I don't usually, if ever, have done this, but I decided to use Japanese audio and turn to Japanese text while using translation software to directly translate a few conversations because I felt like the dialogue between the characters in the English version was a bit disjointed. Playing with the Japanese text revealed a lot of personality put into these characters in the English version that doesn't seem to be present in the Japanese release. Accent stereotypes like y'all and nar are found in the English text, but I couldn't find them in the Japanese text or showcased in the character's audio. The audio is a whole other beast though, and even though I exclusively play games and watch anime with English audio nowadays, primarily just out of laziness because I don't want to read more than I have to, I decided to switch to the Japanese audio here. I swear, I'm not a picky gamer, and I rarely ever care about localization taking liberties here and there concerning the localized region. Still, it just feels like there's no cohesion in this particular game. Nothing flows during dialogue, leaving it almost impossible for the player to relate to or care about anything that's happening. I'm hoping that the other character arcs don't have the same flimsy opening. Sometimes, it's like the characters are having 2 different conversations simultaneously, or there's missing context to understand the situation. For a super surface level and basic example of this, an NPC says, "Hi, I need your help." English Diva number 9 responds with, "Yes, love." Meanwhile, the Japanese text says, "Yes, yes, what can I help you with?" Yes, love doesn't make sense in this situation because Diva number 5 is just meeting this person for the first time who refers to her as an alien because she just barely appeared in this world. I just don't know in what context someone would refer to someone else as love when they are just meeting and being referred to as an alien. Sorry, I'm probably getting in too deep here. Maybe it'll make sense more when the characters have more time to develop. but in this interaction, I know what the localization is going for, and it's leaning into this character's personality. But in the Japanese version, that personality doesn't seem to be as accentuated. Anyway, the demo allowed for some training battles and level navigation, but I think I'll wait until the full release to continue to work on it. A lot is riding on SaGa Emerald Beyond. This team knows how to craft quality and timeless adventures within a budget. They don't have the freedom that other studios at Square Enix have to make adventures with the most modern graphics, but they still make it work. I'm looking forward to uncovering what makes SaGa Emerald Beyond unique, because these games always contain something magical for those who play. I'll likely be playing with the Japanese audio turned on for the remainder of my adventure though. SaGa Emerald Beyond is coming to PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Nintendo Switch, and PC, iOS, and Android on April 25th, 2024. Thanks for watching. This video is brought to you by our supporters on Patreon. Noisy Pixel is run by a group of gamers providing independent gaming coverage through news, reviews, previews, and more. Check out our Patreon to help support our continued growth, and subscribe to keep up with all our future content.
Noisy Pixel.